such a fine bird, warbles as she flies. She don't ever get lonesome till the first day of July. Bank robbing, much too dangerous. Investments too slow. In schooling, it's much too easy. Gambling, I'll go.
One of the things that's always intrigued me about you and your playing is I know you as a classical guy and a good one, but I've also known about the side of Chris, but I really didn't know about the deep bluesy side of you. So talk a little bit about how classical lends itself to your playing, or is it a total different world, or are you when you're playing blues versus classical, is there a lot of similarities for you as a player?
That's a great question. So I didn't come to, I started playing music when I was pretty young, 7. Grew up across the street from a music store that I spent a lot of time in. And I have no idea how it happened, but my mom and dad went on vacation one time to New Orleans. If you knew my mom and dad, they loved music, mostly American songbook type stuff, Louis Armstrong, Frank Sinatra. But they brought back these 2 albums from New Orleans. One was Mississippi John Hurt, and the other was Friends of Old Time Music. And it just really intrigued me, particularly John Hurt, given his story and the way his music sounds. It's real quiet, very meditative, not a typical Mississippi black guitar player, singer. And that whole Doc Watson, old-time music, American folk music was really kind of my focus as a young player, even into early adulthood.
There's no time to talk now, there's no time to stand. No time to talk now, there's no time to stand. He used the knife with his right hand.
I didn't start playing classical music. I didn't know about the classical guitar until I was probably 20. And I don't think anything about a person's musical background can kind of be put in a closet and ignored. It obviously affects everything about you, not just your music playing either. Your outlook. One of the things I think that I hadn't really thought of it, but with the question, classical musicians, not just guitarists, I think are very focused on their tone that the instrument makes. And when it comes to guitar, a classical guitarist with a good tone, there's no distortions. There's no fret noise. You don't hear the nails hitting the string. There's a purity of tone there that is actively pursued. You work a lot on just cleaning up your sound of one note. And I think that that's an aspect that I don't notice from a lot of highly regarded steel string players. And also, when I find people that are really well known, deservedly so, for their efforts on an electric guitar, when I hear them on an acoustic guitar, unless they've worked on that particular aspect, you see their weaknesses or hear their weaknesses pretty quick. Because with the electric guitar, playing the electric guitar and classical guitar, steel string acoustic guitar, arch top guitar, there's a lot of things about your left hand that all of those four instruments share. But the sound production on an electric guitar has mostly to do with the pickups and then your amplifier. And nowadays, these massive configurations of pedals.
All right.
So it's signal processing. You can, with electronics and technology, overcome some of those deficiencies in your left hand.
All right.
So, when I play acoustic music now, I think about, I want to know how one note is going to sound.
You better come on into my kitchen. It's going to be raining outdoors. A woman gets in trouble, everybody put her down. She looks for a good friend, none can be found. You better come on into my kitchen. Yes, it's going to be raining outdoors. The time it is coming, gonna be soon. You won't make it through the winter, no matter what you do. You better come on into my kitchen. It's going to be